So much for camera aesthetics, but we got the line in. Alright, so check it out. Let me unleash the true power of this liquid metal. $12 on the cheap, on the eBay store. Get it how you live. $12 on the cheap. 100 and what? How many items? I think it's 122. Yeah, $12 is big. Alright, now let's get into some orchestrated. I told you, we're taking it to the orchestra without further ado. Now you're probably like, well, what the hell are you doing? That comb filter's on 53. Look, this is what you have to do. With this box, you must get into music theory and tuning. You have to do it. You have to base it around this. You have to base it around all tuning. And when I mean all tuning, major or minor, 2 through 7, perfect fourth, augmented fourth, diminished fifth, and perfect fifth. This is it. This is how you must do it. So right now, you have to know the numbers. I'll be providing the codex and Yata. It's a lot, man. I'm doing this codex and this shit is Han Solo. Like, I don't have partners. Okay, my girl helped me with my website. That's it. But all the other shit, I gotta do this. You have to understand the numbers. Okay, if we're in augmented fourth or diminished fifth, whatever you want to call it, that's +6 or -6 on a semitone. Now if you're going to screw around on a comb filter, that's 125, 113, 101, 89, 77, 65, 53, 41, 29, 17, and 5. They're all in intervals of 12. And the 12 semitones, you know how that works. So this is how you unleash the true powers, by getting into the filter. Now understand, everything is set up the same way as last night. The polar opposites. I told you. This is how these engines work, because they're portraits and they're phased. Now I will note that on the magic sigils, the magic number is 6, but we'll get into that when we get into sigils. Right now we're going to break down this liquid metal for the people that have purchased at the store and that are curious about how it works. Alright, so the polar opposites, 0 and 127, that's how it has to be. This is what it is. 0 on oscillator 1. As I told you, the red is oscillator 1, the blue is oscillator 2. You cannot fuck this up, no way, no how. Okay, in the FM, you plug oscillator 1 and the oscillator 2 on the FM, I only have it at 36. And I'm on the liquid metal sign undefined. Let's turn to the regular sign. Oh, I also had the octave really down low on oscillator 1. See, that's what I'm saying. You have to screw around. I had it on 128, but really that's 512 feet. Think it was a comb filter the way that was sounding all harmonic and resonant and crazy. No, it was just bandpass. Let's turn our actual comb on. Comb plus. call these things wavetables or what have you, whatever. I don't really care. But guess what? They're really not just wavetables, because a wavetable is just, I told you, it's glued together jumble. It's like having all these waves like sine glued to a triangle, then a square, and then a saw, and then this, that, like, and I'm talking about like in this type of sequence, in consecutive order. Okay, that is a wavetable. This is a geometric shape we're screwing around with. We're playing with a hex lock. I mean, come on, this is a geometric shape. So when you get to the hexagram, and you know that's a star, that's the Star of David, or 6-pointed star. So I'll talk while I do this fuckery so you guys can understand what's going on. You have to screw around with the footages, because when you do, you get to 64, 128, 256, 512. When you get to grandiose stuff like that, it gets really heavy. Now also, I told you, you could turn the volumes down on 0, as my one patron suggested, but I already was trying to explain this stuff to you. Use these programs as silent modulators. You use them as FM. You plug in stuff, you use the FM, that is the patch cable. I don't know how many times I have to explain this to you. The FM is like a simulated patch cable. If you patch LFO, or excuse me, filter FM to an oscillator, that means you're tuning in. And then you notice how it's chaotic when I'm tuning, right? So I get right to the... I told you, it's like a radio. You have to tune into the frequencies. It gets chaotic and yata mashata, but then you have to tune in. You have to know the numbers. This is what I'm saying. I'm explaining this to you. My one homie that purchased yesterday as well said, he said, hey, the people aren't really into this box as you are. I don't mean to offend you and blah, blah, blah. I was like, man, I'm not offended. I said, see, that's the thing that you users lack. You guys don't want to really delve into deep. You just wanted to be ease of use. I'm giving you ease of use right here. There's nothing going on. You think a mod matrix is filled up? Wrong. The only thing in mod matrix is going to re-rock. That's at 47. And that was just a random arbitrary spin of the knob. I'll just turn it to 48 to make it even. Or like 50 or something like that. Whatever. But like, this is what I'm saying though, man. You have to screw around. That is how you get into this box. This box has so much potential, but it's so underrated and overlooked. But it's still relevant in today's technology, and they're dropping crazy stuff. And you wonder why. Because this box bad. And these programs I'm making for it are unreal. Let's get some breath. Box bad, man. And others agree with me that it's bad. And others are starting to wake up and realize that I'm not on that dumb shit, or I'm not crazy. Yeah, it may seem like crazy talking a bunch of what you say, my gangster DSP mumbo jumbo, that one troll that was talking that noise. That's funny to me that you even say that. Because you can clearly hear that I have an extended English vocabulary. I just have a little bit of street slang twang to me, man. That's because maybe I grew up in such a not good place. But I made it out, and this is where I am today, and I'm thankful for it, and you should be too, because I'm actually a cool person, and you shouldn't try to chop me down, because I'm the biggest tree you'll ever want to try to chop down. Silicone, man. You're not going to do it. Look at this. When you start mixing it around, this is that heavy shit. Liquid metal. I had the hexagram going into the saw. See, you now switch the filter around and then you get into the tuning. Let's turn this up to the band. Hear that Mercury singing and dancing? Whenever you heard Liquid Metal sing and dance like that. Take this bitch right to the orchestra, I told you that. Get so much variation out of one just one kit, and like you can sub kit this shit. Like you can get one program, right? Like let's say this is the 1 + 1 3, so triangle plus triangle 3, right? See that? Just change it at ease. That's why they call this box the Blofeld, because they knew they was gonna make the Quantum. This is like the baby Quantum 100. Old age, like this is like the vintage. Getting that modular territory real quick. Yeah, that's the power of Liquid Metal, man. I just wanted to show you and explain and express my deep passion for this box. This is called the Pygmalion effect. I'll show you guys the shit in real life. I bring mythologies to realities. I don't sell dreams, I sell realities. And great mythologies, I'll make you know that it's 100% real, dude. That's what this is called. This is called the Pygmalion effect. Ironically, the statue that he was painting was like a porcelain white thing, and this one's a white Blofeld. So guess what? That's where it all boils down to. So I hope you guys enjoyed the orchestrated fuckery to let you guys understand and see the power of Liquid Metal. You can do so much more, but maybe try to make that for part 4 or something like that. Get a little bit deeper, but like I said, these numbers are like a whirling hurricane cyclone, and I don't know if you're gonna be able to digest that. That's what I'm saying. You have to get at me in private. That's gonna take some time and some shekels. I'll catch you on the flip, squadron. Hey trolls, I know you're melting right now. I'll get at you too.